What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today we are looking at Ultimate Michael Myers from NECA Toys. This is based on the Halloween 2018 movie. I'm so happy to finally have this figure. It's taken so long to get this, but I found it today at FYE and it was awesome. So I'm really excited about this figure. Really can't wait to get it open. But before we do that, we have to take a look at the package. As you can see right on the front here, it's Old Mask Michael, Old Man Michael. This is the teaser poster for the movie. It also has a sticker right there advertising the light up flickering pumpkin, which we'll take a look at as well. On the side here, the same. On the back, you've got some action poses right here of the figure. You can see there's the iron price. And all throughout the figure, these promo shots look really awesome. And down here, it has a brief description of the movie and what it includes. He comes with a knife, hammer, fire poker, tombstone, victim head, light up pumpkin, interchangeable head and hands. And of course, on the bottom here, the people responsible for the action figure. So, of course, and the beautiful window right there. Looks really awesome. I really don't want to waste any more time, so let's get this guy open. And of course, NECA always includes these nice little wonderful background dioramas that look really good. I like that. Open door. So here are the accessories before we take a look at the figure itself. He comes with a ton of stuff that I already listed off. So first off, we'll take a look at the head right here. This is the blacked out eyes, because the eyes on the figure you can actually see, but you can see right here that the eyes are painted black if you would like that effect. And the head, of course, looks great. The mask, you can see all of the wear and tear, the dirt that is accumulated on the mask as well. It is now off-white, especially around the neck area. He even has the wound from the original movie right there where Laurie stabs him, which is a nice little detail. NECA's always good about those details. But yeah, the sculpted hair also looks great. It's just one shade of brown. Looks really good. Yeah, I like this head, but I think it might be a little unnecessary. And here is the police officer's grotesque head right here, and it is also hollow on the bottom, so you can stick a light through it if you would like to do that, to illuminate the head like kind of how it was in the movie. But of course, the gory details are absolutely nasty. He looks disgusting. I honestly want to puke. The nose right there being cut off is gross, and the teeth all around look really disgusting. And the hair looks pretty good too. The sculpted hair is nice, and the white shading to give it a little bit of dimension to the look of the head. So there was that, and then we also have a clean knife right here. No blood on this bad boy. Would have been nice to maybe come with a bloody knife, but I do have the Mezco figure, so I wonder how different in size the knives are. But the black paint on the handle looks really good. It's nice and clean. Nothing to really complain about. He also comes with a hammer right here, which has a little bit of blood on it. You can see the red. It's a very dark red, but you can see there definitely is a difference between the actual clean part of the hammer and the bloody part. And the handle looks really nice too. Nice wooden details there. It's like worn out on one side, so it looks nice and used. I really like that. There's a nice little detail there. And then we got the fire poker here, which is very flimsy. It's looking really good here, and you can see all of the nice, wonderful details of the fire poker. The silver mixed with the black paint to give it a nice, worn-out effect to look like a cast iron fire poker. And next up, we have a reaching out hand right here that has nice, bloody details on the hand, and you can see the veins as well. The sculpted hand looks really good. And there you go. There's the inside of the hand. Nice details in there. Nice sculpted details. And the hands all kind of have a like reddish stain on the inside of them because they're obviously bloody. Here's a hammer grip hand or a knife grip hand. I'm not sure which is which. But it is just a hand, closed hand to grip a weapon. And then same with the other hand. This one has a little bit more blood on it. You can see right there all of the stained blood details on the hand look absolutely disgusting. Looks really good. And then of course the final hand right here, which is the hand that is missing 2 fingers. And this of course also looks amazing. You can see that the skin is also like blown off on the actual hand along with the fingers, and that gory messy detail in there looks absolutely disgusting. So that is a pretty cool accessory, and I can understand why NECA wanted to keep that stuff hidden for a little bit. And then of course we got a Judith Myers tombstone that is made out of plastic. Looks good. Looks like a tombstone. Not really a whole lot to say about that. And then here is the pumpkin, which actually lights up, which is kind of amazing. And you pull out the back tab here, and then it lights up. And you can see that it's just an LED in there, but it also flickers. So it has a very realistic look to it. And to turn it on and off, thank you, Steven, for pointing that out to me. The on-off switch is right there. You just press the pumpkin head in. You just let that flicker away like it's Halloween night. So without further ado, let's take a look at Michael himself. And here is Michael out of the packaging, looking like a total badass. This is already an incredible figure. I can just tell by looking at it. You can already see he's got double jointed elbows, which is absolutely awesome on this figure. He's got tons of great sculpted detail. Let's take a closer look. I'm not wasting time here. So you can see on this head, as a comparison, there you go. You can clearly see his eyes pretty well in the mask here, but I feel like you get it in the right position, you get him angled just right, you can't even see his eyes. So I feel like maybe that blacked out eye head was kind of a waste in my opinion, but that's not really a big deal. I know some people had that complaint about the Mezco figure, but I also just think it's really all about how you pose the figure. But that's a different thing for a different time. We're talking about Michael here, so let's get back to the details. And right off the bat, you can see the mask is of the same quality as the one that was shown earlier. The sculpted detail is all there, the wound in the neck. The dirtiness of the mask also looks very awesome. And I do like that his eyes are also even painted differently. You can definitely tell that this is the eye that was poked out. Taking a look further down at the jumpsuit here, you can see that it is mostly just blue, but it has nice little bits of dirt all over it, and that just looks spectacular. This figure turned out so well. Not the biggest fan of Halloween 2018, but I cannot deny that this figure is awesome. Moving down to the boots too, you can see the sculpted details of the actual shoe, and then it also has mud on both boots. So overall he looks very dirty, and there are his hands as well. Again, a bloody mess on both hands, and the sculpted detail and paint application is absolutely phenomenal. Back of the figure, again, same deal, and you can see that big old Michael butt right there. He's got a wide load, this boy. Let's take a look at the articulation of this boy. His head is on a ball joint, so you get all of that awesome rotation for Michael's head. So you can, of course, give him the classic tilt. You can't have a Michael figure if you can't do the tilt. McFarlane Toys. Arms, they move out like that. This one is a little bit further down. His shoulders, you can see he's kind of got a mild hunch to him. So this arm definitely doesn't raise as far. It might if I hot water it, but I didn't try that out. So, and then this arm moves all the way around. And like I said earlier, double jointed elbows. You get a little bit over 90 degrees right there, and that is incredible. I wish that they would put double elbows on Jason. I think that would be a massive improvement, but I don't mind the single jointed elbows on Jason. Of course, you have a swivel at the top and a swivel at the bottom, and the hand swivels as well, and of course pivots all around, so you don't really got to worry about that. Okay, Michael, I feel like I can feel an ab crunch right there, but it's not really doing much of anything. I'm not really sure. I'm not really going to try and mess with it because I don't really want to break the internal parts of the figure. And of course he can kick out super far because this bottom piece right here is a softer material, as is tradition with NECA. The whole jumpsuit is like a softer material so that it doesn't hinder the articulation much. And so there you go. Look at that range. You can have Karate Michael Myers. The options are absolutely limitless. Single jointed knees that also swivel right there. And then his boots can move down really far and can move up a decent amount. And of course you have ankle pivot. And I like what they've done here. You can see a little bit more of the joint on Michael as a comparison to where Jason's like boot is usually mostly covered, and you can't really get that ankle rocker out of him. But Michael's cuff is a little bit higher, so you have a lot more access to this articulation than you would say on a Jason figure. Of course, the legs can also move out like that if you want Karate Michael Myers. It is totally up to you. Okay, and now we're going to compare Michael to another figure. So here is Michael next to the Mezco 1/12 Collective Michael. As you can see, a massive size difference, but they're in two completely different scales from two different movies. I think both are really awesome, but you know, you can't beat the price, obviously, of the NECA Michael Myers. If you want to see me do a full comparison video of this Michael and this Michael, compare their accessories, compare the articulation, everything like that, comment down below. I might just do that. So here he is next to Captain Blake from The Fog. This is from NECA's 8-inch cloth figures, and you can see right there the difference in height. Obviously Captain Blake is also in a different scale. And here is Michael next to Jason. This is the Part 5 Jason dream sequence, and you can see that Michael almost seems to be a little bit taller, which in my mind, I don't know. I think Jason is supposed to be taller, but I think Michael just has a little bit of height on him. So there they are next to each other. They look great though. Love both of these figures. And just for shits and giggles, here he is next to a Gamorrean guard because, you know, why not? So overall, this Michael figure is absolutely amazing. Even though it is the 2018 look, which is also not my favorite look of Michael, but I do really like the design of the figure itself. The double jointed elbows are really awesome. The paint application and the attention to detail that NECA always provides is absolutely amazing. Not really a whole lot to complain about with this figure. Mostly just I felt that this head was a little unnecessary, and I've definitely been struggling to put the hands on the figure, but I think I just need to give them a little hot water and they'll go on just fine, so that's not really a big deal. Overall, do I recommend this figure? Absolutely. It's definitely worth every single penny. It is a great Michael figure to have if you don't have the Mezco figure, if you don't have some of the older NECA stuff. It's definitely essential if you collect horror figures, especially from NECA Toys. This is easily one of their finest figures, and I'm very happy to add this to my collection. So let me know what you thought of the figure in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. I'm always doing action figure reviews. We host an action figure talk show where we talk all about action figures, mostly NECA, mostly Black Series, but if you're into that, check that out. It's called Figure It Out. A link to a playlist will be in the description of this video. Of course, ring that bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on all of our videos. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement, and I will see you guys next time.